All right, Giants fans, get your big blue tea ready. Because we are in it now. This is probably the most chaotic, but also maybe the most hopeful moment we've seen in years.
It really is a huge pivot point.
I mean, Brian Daboll is finally gone. And I just have to say the relief it's immense. But now we've got this huge head coaching search staring us down while we're trying to protect our most important asset.
Our only important asset, really, Jaxson Dart.
Exactly.
And that's really our mission for you today. We're going to break down this whole post-firing landscape because the decisions they make right now with the roster and especially the new staff, they will either secure the future of your franchise quarterback or, I'm telling you, they will absolutely derail him.
And look, I am so happy about Daboll being gone, but that feeling just immediately gets crushed by the fact that Joe Schoen still has his job.
Right.
And let's be honest, when you look at this organization's track record of finding a leader, my confidence in the ownership is like zero.
Well, the sources used a phrase that it rings so true. They said the Mara family brings a Ouija board to the coaching search.
And that hits a little too close to home. That feels exactly right.
That's the tremor underneath everything we're about to talk about. They have to get this right.
Okay, so let's start there. Let's talk about protecting the asset.
Yeah.
Jaxson Dart is our guy. He's the future. But right now he's in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
And that deeply concerns me. This team has to be so responsible with his return. No chances taken.
We're all holding our breath on that. But you have to set that aside for a second and look at the numbers he was putting up, even with all this chaos.
Okay.
The source material is clear. He is top 3 in the entire league in big-time throw rate.
Top 3, while throwing to this group. That's fascinating.
What does that actually tell us?
It tells you everything about his arm and his confidence. I mean, big-time throw isn't just a deep ball. It's a measurement of aggressive, high-value throws.
Into tight windows, deep down the field, throws that need perfect timing and velocity. And he's doing it with a receiver group that the sources call, shallow and injured, which is accurate.
And getting more injured, unfortunately. Our top guy, Malik Neighbors, is banged up, and now our running back, Cam Scatabo, he's hurt.
And he's out for the rest of the season. It's heartbreaking.
Just awful.
Yeah.
Which makes this next point maybe the most shocking piece of good news we've had in a decade.
The offensive line. The glow-up under Carmen Brasillo is real.
I need to hear this. I still flinch every time the ball is snapped from 10 years of pure trauma. Give me the hope.
The hope is that for the first time, they're actually communicating. It's not 5 individuals anymore. Brasillo has them running as one unit. And the biggest thing you see on tape, they're passing off stunts.
Stunts are what always killed us. Yeah. A defensive end and tackle cross. And our line would just freeze.
They've just let them both run free. Exactly. Right. Recognizing that and passing it off, that takes 5 guys running one single plan, not, as the sources put it, 5 people filing separate tax returns. That's perfect.
And look at Jermaine Eliminer at right tackle. The analysis is emphatic. He's the best right tackle we've had since Kareem McKenzie.
That is the highest praise possible for a Giants lineman. So what does this mean for Joe Schoen going forward? What's the mandate?
It's a crystal clear roster mandate.
Yeah.
Number 1, you keep Carmen Brasillo no matter what.
Non-negotiable.
Number 2, you keep stacking talent on that offensive line. The priority cannot be chasing, shiny wide receivers.
Right.
The engine for explosive plays is quarterback play plus pass protection. That's why we're still a top 10 team in explosive plays. It's the line. Protect your quarterback first.
So long-term is the O-line, but short-term, with Dart hurt, we get the Jameis Winston experience against the Packers.
And this was, as our sources called it, the easiest decision in 10 years.
I am so excited for this, not just for the chaos, but because it confirms the front office finally did the obvious thing and benched the other guy.
The other guy being Russell Wilson. And let's be clear, the consensus is that Russell Wilson is cooked.
He's done. You see it on the tape. He won't pull the trigger. It's all checkdowns, takes bad sacks. The sources noted the crowd was booing him before the anthem was even done. You can't put him out there.
So we dodge that bullet and we get Jameis. What are we bracing for this weekend?
You're getting the full Jameis paradox. I mean, you are going to see elite arm talent, throws with anticipation that most quarterbacks wouldn't even dream of. But you also get the guy who will, quote, test windows. Most QBs only test in Madden on rookie mode.
Yes. The head scratchers.
He guarantees both. You'll have moments where you're screaming, sign him for 3 more years, and the very next play, he'll throw that interception where you just scream, why did you throw that?
So what's the prediction against the Packers, D?
I think you're looking at a tight game. Packers in the low 20s, Giants in the low teens. It'll be close, it'll be weird, and Jameis will be the reason for every single high and every single low.
Okay, let's move from the temporary chaos to the long-term terror. The head coach search. This is where I start to get really nervous.
And you should be. Because there's a really dangerous philosophy floating around from ownership right now. The idea that, we can't hire another first-time head coach. We need someone with a proven winning record.
That drives me insane. It's just overreacting to your last mistake.
Yeah.
You're ignoring that McVay, Shanahan, all the best coaches were first-timers. You slice off the entire pool of young, smart, innovative guys.
It's panic. Panic disguised as stability. And that panic leads you right to the boogeyman. It leads you to Mike McCarthy.
Oof. The NFC East PTSD package, as they're calling it. McCarthy, Charlie Weiss, Matt Patricia. It sends a literal shiver down my spine.
I have an immediate violent dislike for that idea, specifically for Jaxson Dart. Beyond the clock management issues we all know about, why is he the worst possible fit for our quarterback?
Two big reasons. Context and scheme. First, the context. McCarthy's success is tied directly to having Hall of Fame talent.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. And in Dallas, it was Dak Prescott with maybe the best offensive line of the last 20 years. You take that away, and the results, they fall off a cliff.
Okay, so he's propped up by talent. What's the actual scheme he runs, and why is it so bad for Dart?
The scheme is described as a slightly updated Jason Garrett / West Coast quick game hybrid.
Oh no.
You should be saying, oh no. Think of it as a reloaded Ben McAdoo system. And that style, that heavy reliance on the quick passing game, it actively stunts a young quarterback's development.
Explain that. Why does the quick game hurt his growth?
Because for a young QB to become truly elite, he has to learn how to process the whole field post-snap. He has to learn to read defenses deep, go through progressions 1 to 2 to 3. The quick game takes that away. The decision is made pre-snap or in the first half second. You're not teaching him how to really play the position at a high level.
So if you stick Dart in that system for 2 years, you're not growing the mental part of his game. He's not learning.
Precisely. This idea that McCarthy has a safe floor is a total illusion. The floor is only safe when you have a Hall of Famer covering up the scheme's problems. Without that, the floor drops out, and you burn Dart's entire rookie contract window. It's malpractice.
Okay, so he's out. Let's pivot to candidates we actually like. Let's start with a guy in the building, Mike Kafka. I'm really enthusiastic about him.
And you should be. Kafka is a very viable candidate for both head coach and offensive coordinator.
Right.
All the reporting says he really likes working with Dart. His family's settled here. And he might even be open to staying as OC if they hire someone else, which would be huge for Dart's continuity.
Then there's Steve Spagnuolo. Spags. I like him a lot. Multiple Super Bowl rings. His defenses are flexible, creative. He's a leader of men.
Spags is an excellent candidate. Elite defensive mind, totally respected. But there's a risk with hiring any defensive head coach, and ownership has to see it.
The coordinator carousel.
The coordinator carousel, exactly. Spags hires some brilliant young OC who crushes it with Dart for 2 years. Then what happens?
He gets poached for a head coaching job. And we're back at square one. New system, new language.
That cycle is a killer for a young quarterback. He spends his off seasons learning a new playbook instead of mastering one. It's why so many people argue you have to hire an offensive head coach for the stability.
And what about Matt Patricia? The sources mention him only as a DC candidate.
Which is the only way you could consider it. But even then, I worry about the Patriots' way culture creeping back in and causing problems.
Yeah.
But look, at the end of the day, it all comes back to ownership. They have to stop falling in love with resumes and old narratives. They have to ask one question and only one question.
Who is building the offense for Jaxson Dart?
And who is teaching him how to see the field? They finally have the quarterback. The organization can't act like he's the variable anymore. Everyone else is.
That's the mission. That's the non-negotiable. Plain and simple. Don't ruin this one.
Yeah.
And that means protecting him with the O-line, protecting him with modern offensive design, and protecting him from some outdated system.
So you understand now the trade-offs here. The Giants can't hire for comfort anymore. The critical variable is every single person they put around Jaxson Dart.
So we'll leave you with this to think about. If they do hire a coach who runs an outdated, quick game system, what's the real long-term damage? Forget next season. How far behind is a talent like Dart in years 3 and 4 when his peers are hitting their prime? The answer to that should be the only thing that matters right now.
Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And, a huge shout out always to Black Freezy TV.
Oh,
For
definitely.
the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep. Their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.
This has been Big Blue Tea.